We saw in the last little bit here the RFA conversation happen, and it's very funny because...
Which RFA conversation?
Well, the RFA, not with the Leafs. Sorry, not RFA. Waiver wire conversation. Happen. And there's a great argument to be made that the majority of the wingers available on waivers were better than what the Oilers have under contract. So if you are Ken Holland, you could upgrade your team immediately by dropping most of your wingers. And if you want to debate me on it, there are numbers that support that. Not just goals and assists and points, but also, you know, the advanced stats as well. Mm-hmm. Like how they would rather have Riley Sheehan over, say, like a Nick Petan. You could put Nick Petan on the wing.
Or even
Sven Berchi's another guy that came up.
Like, okay, James Neal is going to score more than 7 goals. Okay. Thomas Yurchel might be a decent offensive producer because he has been at the AHL level. Okay. Like, there has to be better options. Daniel Sprong, Nick Petan, Kenny Agostino, Josh Hosang.
I don't know about Josh Hosang. I'm not. There are a lot of models love that guy. A lot of models love that guy, but you can't. At the same time, it's like apparently one of the biggest problems about Josh Hosang is that when he's given opportunities to shoot, he doesn't.
Oh well, yeah. If you're with McDavid,
he's not a volume
you need
shooter.
To shoot.
Yeah,
like James Neal's got. He's going to get more than 7 goals. He's got the cushiest job in the sport.
Oh, my God, yeah. No, and listen, I think Josh Hosang's an NHL player. I'm just not sure he's the right fit alongside McDavid.
How about
why not? Why the fuck not?
Nuge?
Yeah, exactly. So you could have upgraded, and they didn't. And that makes me wonder something. We've been talking about the McDavid clock, and tell me if I'm crazy on this one, because I know Oilers fans already think I'm crazy, and that's a complete Toronto construct that a superstar in Edmonton might want to get traded. Wow, have we forgotten Wayne Gretzky already? But whatever. A superstar in Edmonton without good players around him. And I don't care what city it is. He could be a superstar in Toronto. He could be a superstar in Miami. He could be wherever it is. If they do not have people around them that are going to help them win and even make the playoffs, even have a shred of a chance. If the Oilers were in the first round and they got knocked out every year, we're not having this conversation. But because they're not even fucking close,
no,
we're having this conversation.
Well, why?
So
how dare you?
Well, right, exactly. And how dare I say so? So here's my theory. I think Ken Holland thinks he's got more time. I think Ken Holland, much like Detroit's doing, much like Ottawa's doing, is not trying to win this year.
So there's an argument that, and Elliot was making this in 31 Thoughts, there's an argument that if you're going to tank, this is the year. Not every year is the year, but this is the year. Alexis Lafreniere is going to be disgusting by the looks of it. The top 15 or so of this draft, Merrick won't shut up.
Yep.
Jeff Merrick loves this draft. So that's why, I mean, Ottawa, I think, is business as usual. They're rebuilding. Detroit is actively tanking by the looks of it. The Oilers... But you're wasting another year.
And if you are going to tank, he's already injured. Pull him.
Well, if he's good to play, he's good to play.
Actually, right? I got a really great message about a PCL injury, which is what he has.
I don't even know what a PCL
I'm going to find
is.
it. I'm going to find it because it's really, really good.
Well, okay, before you get there then, or while you're pulling that up, so I sent a tweet where I was talking about... the McDavid's wingers had 7 goals last year because Thomas Yurchel didn't play a single NHL game last year, which is wild. It's wild that he was even penciled in next to McDavid at all.
Yeah, it's crazy that he's a top line winger.
I don't give a shit what he looked like in the preseason. I don't care. You shouldn't have even tried him with him in the preseason. Well, I guess you have to. But the amount of Oilers fans, and I know most of them don't listen to the show. That's fine. You're cool. If you listen to this, if you've been listening to the show for a while, you understand where what I'm saying is coming from. The amount of Oilers fans who just Toronto fuck you because I had anything to say about their team was mind-blowing. The amount of Oilers fans who said, well, what did you expect Ken Holland to do? Look what Pete Chiarelli's done to this team. We can't all have, what was it, like $13 million on LTIR like the Leafs do.
Well, they can. The Oilers can.
What a loser excuse. A loser excuse What did you expect them to do? Oh, I don't know. Not have a guy who didn't play a single friggin' NHL game next to Connor McDavid. Bare minimum. How is Adam? What color are oranges?
They're orange.
How are McDavid's wingers? Unacceptable. For stating a fact, just because of where I grew up, who pissed in your cereal? I don't get it. I don't get it. And let me tell you, I hope you get everything that you ask for. I hope everyone leaves you alone and keeps slopping from the trough. Because you seem to love it. Whatever they put in that shit, you seem to love it.
Edmonton, by the way, can afford that. Edmonton is one of the richer teams in the NHL.
No.
And the answer to the Ken Holland question, what is he supposed to do?
His job!
Something.
It's Ken Holland, Cup winner Ken Holland, who has one of 31 available GM jobs on planet Earth.
Yep.
There are 31 GM jobs in the National Hockey League. He's got one. I know he's GMing against 30 others. Nothing.
Can I read something from 31 Thoughts that might give an answer?
That'd be great.
Elliot wrote, Ken Holland seems pretty calm in Edmonton. Some of that is the security of a 5-year contract. Some of that is he's 63 and has seen everything. But it's also that even though fans and organization crave sustained success, he sees this as a slower process. Holland told ownership this was not going to be a quick fix, and he's determined to stick to that.
So they're tanking.
They're going to tank.
So they're tanking.
They are tanking. McDavid plays 60 games this year.
I think you're right. And maybe that's the right move. I think it was Ryan Fancy tweeted. He's like, if McDavid gets injured, the Oilers win, or the Oilers get 45 points. And I go, no, because that would involve them winning 20 games. Like,
so check this out.
It's do you hear, why do you care? Why do I care? Because you had the best player in the world. I want to watch him in games that don't suck. Like, I don't understand. I keep slopping from the trough. Yum, 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 yum.